When you got the top two teams in the state going against each other, extra cheerleaders are always welcome to help get the crowd in the game. Number 1 Lovell at number 2 Lyman. First quarter, Lyman wearing the blue jerseys. Not a whole lot going on until Branson Bradshaw went looking for Cisco Taylor. The two Eagles would connect for a 30-yard pickup, but other than that, there was nothing doing on the scoreboard after the first 12 minutes. Second quarter, the home team would continue their drive. Bradshaw's throwing into double coverage again, but this time the Bulldog defense would tighten up and Nathan Grant would wind up with the interception. That would stop that scoring threat, and the visitors were able to get back to work on offense. The defending 2A state champs had some plays to move the ball as well, although not quite as deep. Dylan Hultgren swings this pass out to Dino Collins, and this Bulldog wanted more than just a walk in the park. He'd dodge a few tacklers, and his technique ended up getting him about 30 yards and into enemy territory. Collins is in the top 10 in all-purpose yardage in Class 2A so far this season. His team got close enough to bring out the kicking unit. Cody Savage on to attempt a 39-yard field goal. Not bad on distance, but we got to work on the aim a bit. This game is nearing halftime, and we still have a pair of zeros scoring-wise. That miss would fire up Lyman, and they would get it together. Bradshaw's got a set of eagle eyes, and he spies Skylar Walker over the middle. He'd drag a few defenders with him before his progress stopped at the level 21. This is the closest that either team has gotten to the goal line so far in this game. A couple of plays later, this one was a beauty. Bradshaw, I don't know if he was looking for Taylor or the camera, but he chose the former, and we like it when it's right in front of us. Last year's state runner-ups get the first score of the game. 2-point try, no good, so it's 6-0 Lyman. There was enough time left for Lovell to try to answer. Hultgren trying to play a game of fetch with somebody, but this pass is way overthrown. Bobby Wingeleth makes the pick, and his team would maintain the momentum going into the locker room, hanging on to that slim 6-zip advantage. Third quarter, Lyman would get the ball to start out, and they would fly. Bradshaw puts just enough height on this ball, and thankfully Walker's one of the tallest players on his team at 6'4". The two connect on the 12-yard hookup, plus the 2-point conversion. The home team was out to avenge their two losses from last year. So far, so good. It's 14-0. The opposition would not stay down. This possession ended up being the only time that they got into the red zone. Hultgren to Collins, and it helps having a state champion wrestler on your team. Those guys are hard to bring down, but this play counted for nothing as the ref said, bad dog, holding, so they had to go try the play again. And the efforts never came to fruition because on the next play, disaster struck on the snap. Dustin Rollins busts through to recover the fumble, and the homeboys in blue caught themselves a break. The score would remain at 14-zip going into the final 12 minutes. Fourth quarter, the Eagles were trying to put this game away early, but the opposition started to catch up. Bradshaw tried to go over the middle again, but Grant will step in front of it for his second interception of the game. That gave his team life, and they needed it. However, what goes around comes around, although on this play it was not really Hultgren's fault. Check out the leap by Taylor as this Eagle sprouted some wings, and he went up to get that interception. Lyman's defense did their homework on this game, coming up with 5 takeaways against the defending champs. Moving ahead, Lyman's drive would stall. They were forced to kick it away, and since the Bulldog offense hasn't been able to do anything, they try special teams. Collins fields the punt at the 20, cuts back up the middle, sees the hole, and the wrestler is off to the races. 80 yards to the house. His team needed this one. PAT was no good, but the visitors were now within striking distance, trailing 14-6. They get the ball back, and we're on the move again. Grant is running right up the gut, but he'll get stripped from behind by Kyle Stokes. Wingeleth falls on the loose ball for another turnover. The Eagles were getting the takeaways, but they were having trouble cashing in on some of them. Lovell wisely used their timeouts and got the ball back with about 2:30 to go. Hultgren's trying to lead his team again, but the Eagle defense responds one more time. Stokes rips that pass away for turnover number 5, this time in enemy territory, so the home team knows they have to finish the job this time. And they finally would. Bradshaw follows his blockers right up the middle, and once he got through, there was no one between him and the end zone, 30 yards away. The Lyman Eagles exact a measure of revenge against the Bulldogs, winning this game 20-6.